And you listen, you hear, oh, there's a blue tit calling.
Okay, it's not ideal weather for bird spotting.
City birds don't really behave that much differently to country birds.
But David Lindo never let a little fog get in the way. He's a well-known figure on the British birding scene.
By the age of 8, I was taking out my fellow school buddies and showing them birds in the local woods. And I remember pestering my mum to get me a pair of binoculars.
This morning's tally is low. A few starlings and a shy carrion crow. No matter. Every sighting's a feather in Lindo's cap.
Starling's fun. You feel like you're in the wild just watching.
British bird watchers are a competitive bunch, fighting to get the first glimpse of rare species. And one of the grandfathers of this national passion is a transplanted American.
Anyone who stopped who was a bird watcher in this country would have known and heard about John James Audubon. So his legacy is still here.
Lot number 50 now, The Birds of America.
This is John James Audubon's masterpiece, Birds of America.
3,700,000.
One of the largest and rarest books on Earth.
3,900,000, £4 million I have.
Most copies are in museums. There are only 11 left in private hands. Bernard Shapiro is a rare book dealer in London.
It's the top dog, it's number one. It's the, as I said, it's probably the most important printed book outside the Gutenberg Bible. It's the pinnacle.
Born in Haiti, Audubon came of age in the woods of Pennsylvania. He was a self-taught naturalist with big ambition to catalogue and paint all the birds of America. His more than 400 engravings, though scientifically accurate, are anything but clinical. Brimming with life, these birds look ready to fly off the page.
He wanted to paint birds on a scale of 1:1, which is why the book's so huge. Everyone else had sort of taken a big eagle and condensed him. He said, no, my angle is, if the eagle is 6 foot tall, I maybe bring his wings in, but he's going to be 6 foot tall in the book. And that was his cachet.
But Audubon's bird art didn't sell in the U.S. His unorthodox style had ruffled too many feathers. So almost bankrupt, he decided to migrate to England.
And I think this shows him at his very best.
Dr. David Goldthorpe is Sotheby's rare book expert.
So the luminescence of the owls and their eyes, they're quite extraordinary.
Audubon arrived in England in 1826, dressed up like Daniel Boone. The frontiersman image went over well in polite English society, and soon Audubon had sold his book project, parcelled out 5 paintings at a time over 11 years.
Audubon, soon after his arrival in Britain, was introduced to the aristocracy and to the scientific community, and in very short order he got subscriptions from dukes, earls and the king.
Finally, at the age of 45, Audubon had at last gained both a fortune and a solid reputation as a naturalist.
The irony is he shot a lot of the birds to paint them.
Oh, did he?
But in those days that was what one did, obviously. So he'd observe them in the field and then get specimens. He was a trained taxidermist. He would stuff them, then go back to his studio and arrange them on bits of wire in a kind of natural pose, and then paint from that.
Audubon's book documented 25 new bird species.
I'm a hunter. You know, when I go out watching birds, I'm doing what he used to do, but with a pair of binoculars.
Sadly, even Lindo's binoculars can't help him see some of these birds. They're extinct.
My all-time favourite bird is the Eskimo curlew. I'm insanely jealous. But I think most birders would be jealous. I mean, the fact that he saw all those species that I can't see now.
5,000,008, 5,900,000. £6 million I have now, 6 million.
Audubon's masterpiece is, of course, exquisitely beautiful, but it's also scientifically valuable, although not priceless.
Last chance, and selling for £6,500,000. Any more? Sold for £6,500,000.
That's over $10 million. So who's the big league buyer?
You know what, I scratched my chin at 6.1 million, actually.
No, in fact, the new owner is Michael Tolomac, a fine art dealer in London.
The realistic bird depictions are truly spectacular, And I think this is one of the miracles of the early 19th century.
So for the moment, the British get to hang on to the most expensive copy of one of America's most iconic books.